Hello fans, friends and family of the Judy TV show. This is the Judy TV show, my channel where I talk about marriage and marriage related trending issues. My name, guys, as you know, is Judith. Guys, I want to talk about not something that is directly marriage matter, but something that is capable of affecting a marriage. And that is the dragging of Mercy Johnson that has been going on for days now. Without me saying whether Mercy is a witch or whether she's not a witch, but I want to talk about the lady especially that is dragging her. I think Madam Ifoma or so. First of all, it started with I think the person that started it was Sonia. A long time, said that Mercy didn't want to act with her, treating her as if she's a nobody and everything. And then much later, what is her name? Angela Okojie now said the same thing. Now, Angela Okojie had earlier dragged Uche Lendu and Anita Joseph. Both of them didn't cough. And then she entered Zubi Michaels. He too didn't cough. And then he now came over to Mercy Johnson. Guys, I want to, without, like I said earlier on, without saying whether Mercy is a witch or whether she's not a witch, I want us to remember that there are a good number of people, when they were in secondary school, they bullied people. They bullied people, their juniors especially. In a situation whereby you tell your junior student, okay, go and bring the milk that they bought for you, the Milo, the biscuits, the bread, and then go and boil water and then bring it to me and come and serve me tea. From the one they bought for the person, and then they will now tell you to go and do one kind of menial jobs and everything. There was just this, low-level key bullying that was happening in secondary school, and I want to believe it's still even happening up till now. So with those people, will you now classify them as witch? Like I said, that Madam Ifoma, I have one or two challenges, with the way she's presenting the matter. The way she's repeatedly saying, this, that, I want to reveal this, I want to reveal that. Then you begin to ask, okay, what happened? Why are you talking to us now? What went wrong? Because you said Mercy is your childhood friend. Her grandmother was a witch and then transferred to her mother and then to her. So all this while you knew, all this while she was your friend. So at what point in time did both of you now fall out for you now to come and be exposing her, this level of exposure that you're doing? And I recall, guys, that there was a time, there was a contention about who was, Mercy Johnson's mother. Some people say the woman is from Ghana. Some people say it's from Cameroon. Some people say it's not this her mother, and so on and so forth. So which one are we now to believe? Now this lady, so this Madam Ifoma was now talking about Mercy's mother, that the way the thing from her grandmother and so I now ask which of the mothers, because I recall that there was a time there was a contention that the news on the social media that Mercy's mother is from either Ghana or from Cameroon. So which of the mothers are we now talking about? Meanwhile, the lady says she's a lawyer, the informer of a lady, that she's a lawyer, that she now went to the police station. The police now told her that there's no law against witches or whatever. I mean, as a lawyer, you don't know for you to go to a police station. And by the way, why all this drag? Why are you telling us? What I know is this. It simply means, that informer of a lady was also initiated, because if Mercy was her best friend, that means she was also initiated. And for people that belong to such secret cults, whether witch, whether water spirit, whatever thing, they always know how to deal with each other. So if you are telling Mercy that there's nothing you can do to me, this one I'm exposing you, there's nothing you can do, there's not. So why were you not able to go to her and tell her, look, go and do, or even to attack her or something like that? Let her now be the one that will come and be confessing. Meanwhile, you that is claiming that Mercy is a witch and whatever, what about you? We didn't hear where you were delivered. We didn't hear that you said, at this point in time, this was what now happened. You brought in Halima, that Mercy know what happened to Halima. In fact, everybody in the Nollywood, is only Mercy that now knows what happened to. I am not a member of the Nollywood, so I wouldn't know. You may be right, but the point is the way you are going about this is not, you're not making it look as if you're jealous of Mercy. That's why you're dragging her. Because at what point in time did you now got to this point that you are now, is it because Angela said something, that was why you now remember that you have to come and drag her? Then what about you, madam? What about you? Are you now delivered from that? Because if you have been her best friend and everything has been going on well between both of you, so at what point in time did both of you fall out? I remember that the Mercy we're talking about, the truth about the matter, I'll still say something about, but the Mercy we're talking about, as a matter of fact, Mercy, when you drag her, she doesn't drag you. That's most times when people drag her, especially that time she got married. Mercy didn't drag anybody. The only time I heard Mercy, raise her voice was when the school her daughter Purity was attending, when they had issues there. One auntie was, bullying the small girl, telling her, is it because your mother is an actress, a celebrity and what have you. That was when Mercy now went to that school and then, now tried to talk about it and all that. She videoed the thing and stuff. That was the only time. So if she's a witch, right, there are certain things she wouldn't be taking time to do. You will see her like being overboard. There's a difference between somebody being a witch and then somebody being like a no-nonsense person, or somebody who is classy, as in you are not up to my class, so I won't act movies with you and what have you. There are two different things. Okay, and I'm certain there are other people that I know. I've met one or two actresses, physically. So I know one or two of them that are also on that high level, arrogant state. But that being said, then again, Mercy, before she got married, or about the time she was about to get married, there were controversies that surrounded that marriage. People were saying, oh, the man was married before and what have you and what have you. I recall vividly that the Christ Embassy Church that wedded them put on that wedding on hold and then asked their pastor in Canada to investigate the claim of Lovett. And the pastor investigated and got back to their pastor in Nigeria and now told them the true story. That was when they now went ahead to marry, wed them, knowing that, this other lady just came out, they were not married and so on and so forth. So if this person is this witch that we're talking about, there are certain things she would have just done that were be, and everybody knows that Mercy loves her family and her children and husband and everything. So at what point in time did it now get to that Mercy will now come and be, dragging one or two things like that? I'm allowing my friend to come in, guys, so that she can wait for me in the car. Do you understand? So at what point in time did it now come to that people will now be dragging Mercy, that she's a witch and whatever? This is a lady that everybody knows that loves her family. She loves her husband. She loves her children. You will always see Mercy playing with her children. You'll always see Mercy doing it, and she interprets her role very well. So maybe she doesn't want somebody who is an amateur to come and act in the same movie with her and then mess it up and all that. I'm just saying. But the extent of this informer, Queenette now came out and was now dragging even Angela Okojie. So the Angela is not even a saint after all. So, but for informer that says she's a lawyer and she has been dragging Mercy, she's a witch, her mother gave her egg. So you knew all that and you're still her friend. So at what point in time did this fallout now happen for you now to come out? Okay, Madam Informer, may I ask you one question? What exactly do you want us to do? What exactly? It is possible that maybe Mercy's mother initiated her. It is also possible. But would you know whether she has gone to a church for a pastor to pray for her, to deliver her? Would you know? Because the way I see Mercy, the way she relates with her husband and her children, I don't see anything unusual about that. Otherwise, she would have seen her, displaying such whatever, to her immediate family. But I don't see that. However, what do you want us to do? That you're coming online to come and tell us that Mercy is a witch and all the exposures and expositories and everything. So what exactly do you want us to drag Mercy to go for prayers? What about you? Was there any place you showed us that you went for prayer? Was there any place that you showed us or told us that you went for a deliverance? So what is all this dragging all about? Honestly, I don't understand it. The reason why I'm even talking about, because my channel, I talk about marriage and marriage-related trending issues, is because this is enough to break a home. You said that Mercy was the one that was know what happened to Halima Abubakar, and you were there, alive and well and hearty, and you saw when they were dragging Apostle Johnson Suleiman. You didn't say anything. If not for the fact that the wife at least stood by her husband and said, no, I know the man I married. I know what he can do and what he cannot do. That thing was enough to break a home. And you kept quiet. And you say you're a married woman, you have 3 children. So why did you keep quiet? So why are you now talking? That's where I don't understand. That is exactly where I don't understand what you're trying to say. Aside that, madam, what do you now want us to do? What exactly do you want us to do? Do you want us to drag Mercy or whatever? And then Angela was calling her husband, you'll be carrying the handbag of your wife and all that. Which handbag? An honorable member of the federal government, Federal Republic of Nigeria, an honorable House of Representative honorable member. Do you know that once you're a senator, once you're an honorable member, you are honorable member for life? Even the way they will be addressing, they will be a senator, this, honorable, that, and so on and so forth. So which one is carrying handbag? How can a man carrying the handbag of his wife now be an offense? How? See, ladies, me, I don't understand this kind of dragging. Honestly, I don't understand it. However, let me conclude this video by saying to Mercy Johnson, Mercy, if it is true that you're a witch, remember what the Bible says, suffer not a witch to live. So I will counsel that you look for where they will pray for you. I think you're a good person, you know. So I don't understand where this goes. But if it is true, please look for a pastor that will pray for you to deliver you from that, to disconnect your spirit and your soul and your body from whatever your mother or your grandmother has imparted upon you, so that, you know, you live a normal life, and then your children will also not partake of whatever thing that is flowing from your grandmother. That is if it is true. Guys, I don't know what you people think. This is just my opinion, because each time I keep on saying one video or the other talking about this message, honestly, it got me irritated and everything. So I just said, let me just lend my voice. Let me share your thoughts with me at the comment section over this matter. But that is what I think, okay? Thank you guys for always watching my video. I sincerely appreciate you guys. On this note, guys, I'd like to end this video at this point in time. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye for now, guys.